What's the difference between being busy and being productive?
Well, being busy, it's when you take a lot of tasks, you overwhelm yourself with many tasks that won't take you closer to where you want to be. They will take you away from the direction you want. While being productive, it's when you choose the right tasks to take you closer to your goal and to the direction that you want to go.
Hello everyone, salam alaikum. I am Dania Hamdan. I write articles about education, motherhood, raising kids in my blog called Be.
Hello everyone, I'm Raquel Lisboas and I'm a self-development specialist with focus in mothers who want to strengthen their self-confidence, go back to their career and be more productive without guilt.
So, hello Raquel.
Hello,
How are you?
Dania. I'm good. How are you?
Good,
It's
good,
been a long
alhamdulillah. It's
time.
been a long time, yes.
Yeah,
And finally, we're back with the second season of Back in the Game.
exactly. And I want to welcome the people. Welcome back to the podcast Back in the Game. I'm pretty sure you missed us as we missed you guys as well. We prepared something nice for you. So be ready for that. And for those who don't know, this is the podcast Back in the Game, where we talk about self-development in motherhood. In the first season, we spoke about self-confidence, which is actually the first pillar of my method. And now in the season 2, we're going to approach the topic of productivity, which is the second pillar of my method. So I hope you enjoy. Stay tuned with us.
Sometimes it happens that when we ask someone, a friend or a colleague or someone, how are you? How's life going? They might answer, oh, this period is very busy.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes the perception that we might have is that they feel this state of being busy as a title that they have, like I'm busy, then I'm somehow, it gives me a title, the fact that I'm busy.
Yeah.
But is it so, and why is it so?
It's like it gives you the place of being respected, right?
Yes.
Yes. Well, the thing is, most of us, we have this misconception that being busy, it's being productive. Like we believe that if we are doing so many things all the time, I answer email, I answer phones, I answer whatever, I do this, I do that. This gives the impression that, wow, this person is really respectful, it's really hard work, it's really productive.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, the question is, many times, let's think with me. When you face a day like that, when you do 1,000 things, did you ever feel like at the end of the day, you didn't do anything? You were just busy all the time. You did so many things. But when you actually look into the tasks that you were supposed to do, you didn't do them.
Mm-hmm.
So we have this misconception that doing a lot, it's what it will bring the productivity. But being productive, it's not about doing more in a less amount of time, but it's about doing the right things that it will take you to where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's about prioritizing, it's about choosing the right tasks, and it's also about how to say no. Because if you see, especially, let's say, in a personal life or even the corporate life, many times you are busy with tasks of others, with demands of other people that are urgent and important for them, and you say yes to all of them, and you indirectly say no to your tasks and to your priorities. And then at the end of the day, you were just busy doing so many things that sometimes it's things for the others and you didn't prioritize your own.
Mm-hmm.
Or you are doing things for yourself, but it's tiny tasks that they are irrelevant for where you want to be later in future or at the end of the month or the day. And then they don't take you anywhere. So as I mentioned, in my coaching program, I have 4 pillars, and one of them is productivity. And this pillar in my program was built based in different kind of strategies, but the core of this pillar was inspired by one Brazilian author that he is a reference in productivity in Brazil. His name is Jerônimo Temel. And Jerônimo, he will often challenge the concept of hyper productivity, saying that what if we do less tasks, but we do the tasks that it matters to our goals? Yeah. And when I came to know about this method, I was a person in my life that was extremely busy. I'm still busy, and being busy is not a problem. But the thing is, it's about being busy with the right tasks, and also being busy and not overwhelmed. There is a difference between these things. But when I came to know about his method, I was extremely overwhelmed and busy, and I do everything but nothing at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out that I struggled to say no to people, and then I end up doing many things for others, and I don't do the things that I need to do for myself. So it's about learning how to prioritize. It's about learning how to say no and to manage your time, but also your energy. But about managing your energy, we're gonna talk a little bit about later.
I have a question. You said that we need to do the tasks that bring us to our goal, but sometimes even the goal is not that clear to us. So that's why maybe
Yes,
we lose ourselves in
exactly.
doing many things that take our energy, but they're not really bringing us to a destination somewhere.
This is amazing, and thanks for that to bring this up, because actually one of the main points in my program also, which comes to the first pillar, which is self-confidence, but it includes the self-awareness. It's about clarity. So for you to know where you want to go, you need to have a clarity of your life. You need to have the clarity of what you want, of where you are, of what you want, where you want to be. And then once you know the destination, and then you can build the way. It's like you taking your phone, your GPS, and if you don't know where to go, like what you're gonna put it there, you know. So you need to know, you need to have a clear objective where you want to be, where you want to go, and then from there you will be able to prioritize the tasks and build the way to get there. Because if you don't have this clarity, and then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what task you do. It doesn't matter which way you take. There is even in that movie that Alice in the Wonderland. I don't know if you know that movie.
Yeah.
And then there is a part that Alice, she's lost, and she faces the cat, and she asks him like, which way shall I take? And then the cat answers like, where do you want to go? And she says like, I don't know. He said, then anyway, you can take any way, because you don't know where you want to go. And that's the same thing in life. You need to know where you want to go. You need to have this clarity. And then from there, it will come the other parts, the planning, the how to prioritize tasks, and so on.
Okay. I just want to say something to whoever is watching, because it might be that there are some people who actually don't know where they are and where they want to go. So I just want to tell you, don't feel scared. It's okay wherever you are. Don't feel afraid of your situation now. You're not stuck in a forever negative feeling that you might be feeling now. Everything is solvable.
Yes, absolutely, Dania. Thanks for that. And if I can bring my own example here, I was a person that I was so lost in life. People see me nowadays in this way, where I have a lot of clarity. I'm a mentor, I'm a coach, and they think that I was always this way, but I wasn't. So I was actually a person that I didn't have clarity. I didn't know what I like to do. I didn't know what I wanted, what I could do. I didn't know my potential. I was really lost until I made the decision that I wanted the answers and I wanted to have the clarity in my life and work on that. So I'm giving this example to you guys also so you understand that it's possible, that you can do something, and if you don't know yet, that's not a prison sentence. You can find your way and you can have the answers that you need. And just to remind you, I'm a coach and mentor, and I can help you on this journey. As I said, in the first pillar of my program, we work with the self-awareness and self-confidence. And in that pillar is where we find what is the thing that drives you, what is the place that you want to go to. So you can reach me out. There will be a link in the description of this video where you can fill out a form and apply for a free session with me, and we will talk about it.
So what are the 3 biggest wrong beliefs that we have that keep us in this busy work?
Yeah, okay. So let me think. I believe the first biggest belief would be that multitasking equals efficiency. And then second would be long hours equals dedication.
Oh. About it, sorry about this.
Yeah.
It was when I used to go to the university and I used to study. Like
Oh,
he would say, now I'm going to study 5 hours continuously,
you
as
didn't
if
study the whole month, but the 5 hours.
5 hours
Yeah,
it will make up everything.
exactly. Yeah, that's what a lot of people believe. And then the third one would be that rest is for later.
Mm-hmm.
So that those three beliefs, they are big traps there.
Mm-hmm. Can you talk about them?
Yes, of course. Yeah. So basically, let's talk about the first one, that is multitasking equals efficiency. So people have a tendency to believe that it's more important to have the focus in the efficiency than the effectiveness. And the difference here is doing something with efficiency is doing things right. And this is part of the work. It's important. We have to do the things right. But being effective is doing the right things. So the focus should be in doing the right things, and then after, doing the things right. You see, so primarily you think about the effectiveness, so do the right things, and then secondary you will do things right, which is the efficiency. Okay, and then I will give you an example. If you are in the corporate world and then you check your emails every day and you have a lot of emails there, and you spend a lot of time checking, answering, and segregating these emails in different folders. So why don't you try to reduce the unnecessary emails? Because many of these emails, they will be advertisement, and many of them will be newsletters, many of them will be repetitive emails. So first of all, maybe reduce the unnecessary emails, and then the emails that are repetitive, like, I don't know, you have a client that every month this person sends something, you have to answer with the same answer, more or less. Make a template, save somewhere, and then when you answer, you just put, the core of this email, it's already done. You just paste it there, and then you change the rest. This is a way of changing a little bit the scenario and focusing in what it really matters, and not like being effective and not just efficient. Yeah. And also, before optimizing something that, a task in your work or in your personal life, before optimizing, ask yourself, should I even be doing this? And then depending on your answer, and then you see it. Because sometimes we try to optimize something that it's actually not really relevant for the work or for our life. Yeah. And about the other myth, which is the other belief, sorry, that it's rest is for later. It's interesting that even yesterday I made a post on my Instagram about this, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, just go and check it out, Raquel Lisboas. So yesterday I was talking about this because I completed my tasks, everything that I needed to do, and then I reward myself by watching a movie. Yeah, and many people asked, but isn't it important to rest? And
Really?
yeah. And then I want to highlight here, there is a difference between reward and rest. Rest is part of the work. Rest is a must. Rest, you should not negotiate with rest. Rest is part of the work. It's an obligation. So you have to take a rest. You have to take the breaks. So work and rest goes together. And then reward is something else. Reward is when you achieve something that you committed to do it. You achieve a target. You achieve, I don't know, something that you needed, and then you reward yourself. You see the difference. So don't ever keep your rest for later or as a reward, because and then the probability that this will never happen, it's very high. So keep in mind that rest is part of the work and reward is like a prize. By the way, today I'm rewarding myself for a big achievement I did this month. And then I'm going for a massage. Mama needs a massage.
Nice.
Yes. So this is also a reminder for all of you mamas, you deserve this. So I'm doing this for myself as a reward of a big achievement that I did this month. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. So then, yeah, these are the examples of the beliefs and how we can see them in the real life.
How do we avoid ending up in this busy cycle?
Okay, so there are a couple of ways, but I'm gonna highlight here 3 of them that I think it's crucial. Yeah. So the first thing is, let's understand how to manage our energy over managing the time. Okay, time management, it's important, it is there, but if we see it, we cannot really move the time. Time is there passing, we move what is within. Yeah, but a smart way is managing our energy. So how does that work? It depends from people to people. Like some people are morning people, some people are evening people, and then you have to see when is your most productive time. When is the most productive time in your day is the time that you're gonna do the hardcore tasks that you need to do. The task that requires deeper focus, the task that requires more of you, you're gonna do it on this time when you are most productive. So I'm against this. Some people, they put this concept of everybody should wake up at 5 in the morning and then have this routine, this. I'm a little bit against that because I don't think that works for everybody. Some people will work pretty well following this routine, but some other people, they will be productive in the first 3 hours, and then 10 a.m. they are destroyed and they cannot do anything anymore. So I would say track yourself for 3 to 4 days and observe when is the most productive time of your day, and use that slot for the deep work, for the deep focus, and for the bigger jobs. And don't waste that slot with minimal things, with the things that are not really relevant, because otherwise you use the best time of your day for something small, let's say, or something irrelevant. And then when you get to do the thing that is more important, you don't have energy anymore. So this is one thing, managing your energy over managing your time management. Okay. The other thing is the power of no. And I know this is very hard for a lot of people. And I say this with a lot of confidence because I was one of these people who doesn't know how to say no. I didn't know how to say no, and I put myself into so many troubles because of that. Saying no is like a muscle. You have to train it. Yes, exactly. So you have to train it until it becomes a strong muscle and becomes natural. But you have to practice and you have to train. Even though it might be weird in the beginning, it might be hard in the beginning, you might feel guilty, but don't give up, keep on doing. I say this by my own experience as a person who I was a people's pleaser, and I didn't know how to say no. And nowadays I know how to say no. Of course, there will be one or another day that you might feel a little bit insecure to say the no, but still, it's 90% of the time you manage to say the no, and the others. Yeah, and it doesn't mean that you will say no to everything, but you will learn how to say no to the things that it doesn't really matter for you to achieve your goal. Yeah, and remember, this is very important for a person who doesn't know how to say no. Every yes that you say, it's indirectly a no that you say to yourself. So you're saying yes to everybody else, but then unconsciously, or sometimes even consciously, you are saying no to yourself, to your priorities, to your dreams, to your targets, to your well-being. So every yes, it's a no to yourself. Yeah. And I also try to think that when somebody asks you something, if it's not immediately yes, if you think a little bit, sometimes that might be a no. Because when it's a full yes, you are very sure about it, you say yes immediately. But when there is some hesitance, you know,
Yeah,
there
it's
might
not
be a
always.
chance.
Yeah, yeah,
It's not always, yeah, but there might be a
yeah,
chance
yeah.
that
Could be
maybe
an.
could be a no. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Yeah, because maybe you're trying to, because maybe when we hesitate, we're thinking, if I say yes, where do I put this thing? And you try to find the place where you put, for
Mm-hmm.
example, during your day, this task.
Yeah.
And if you find a small
Mm-hmm.
like space, you say yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, I can do it, yes. And
Mm-hmm.
then, but maybe this
Yeah.
yes, if it's
Yeah.
not, as you said, doesn't have the
Immediate.
characteristics that it
Uh-huh.
has to have,
Yeah.
it might
Exactly.
just take
Mm-hmm.
more energy. You actually just reminded me of sometimes when I used to onboard the people in our team.
Mm-hmm.
So I did not want to make them feel very overwhelmed with their tasks.
Yeah.
So I would be like, okay, I will do this and you will
Mm-hmm.
do that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it overwhelmed me. But then
Yeah.
I found another way. I, if they asked, if I could do something, and so I would give them steps to follow or guidelines very
Mm-hmm.
quickly, like a message of maybe 10 lines. I tell you, look, you need to do this and this and that. Da, da, da. If you need help, you find me here. But
Mm-hmm.
so I would not, it will take me maybe 5 minutes instead of
Yeah. Yeah.
2 hours,
Okay.
And
Yeah.
they will do the task. And if they need it to be reviewed, I would review it.
That's good. Yeah, see, it's finding ways also. And about the no, it's more or less in between lines, let's say, it's about prioritizing things, you know? It's about prioritizing what you actually need to do. That's when it comes the ability of saying no or yes. And you can say a no, and after, if there is still time, you already finished what your priorities, you can still say, okay, I'm done now. I have an extra time. Yes, now I can maybe help you or something,
Yeah.
you know?
Do,
That's
do it
also,
together, though,
yeah,
not completely by
exactly.
yourself.
Yeah. And I will share with you guys a tool that will help you to identify where maybe you are failing in this world of productivity. So let's imagine a pyramid, yeah, where the base of this pyramid is your basic needs: sleep, food, health, mind. And then in the middle of this pyramid, you put the habits, the system, the strategies, and then on top of the pyramid, you put the execution. So it's the focus that you have in one or three tasks, is the ability that you have to put in practice those tasks with focus. So imagining this pyramid with these three layers, think about it. Where is the weakest part of the pyramid? And then when you identify where is the weakest part, you can see where you have to work on. This is very important. This is very efficient for you to actually realize where you need to improve and make it your time management and your productivity to take it to another level. Yes, so this was the first episode of the second season where we spoke about productivity. I hope you enjoyed, and I will ask you a favor. I would like that you like this episode and that you share with someone that you think may take some benefits from this episode. And I'm gonna wait for you in the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and also go into the links in the description of the video and apply for a free session with me through the link that is in the description of the video. I'll see you in the next episode. See you. Bye bye.